Very good morning, students. We are continuing our last class. In last class, we have created the database, dense database, in which we have created a table, dense class, where we have inserted these fields: student ID, student name, class, dense, transportation, and fees. So now this is your data sheet view, where you can insert the data, you can create your table. So now if you want to switch between datasheet view and design view, what we have to do, we have to just click on this view option, then click on the design view. Now we are on our design view. So in last class I told you I'll tell you how to set a primary key. First of all, I would like to tell you why we are using this primary key, or what is the use of this primary key. See, in your class, some students are having same name. Like if in one class, two students are having same name Ram. So how can the teacher identify them? By using their roll number. You in your school, you have been allotting a pin number, roll number as well. So why this roll number or pin number is allotted? Pin number is unique of each and every student. No two students can have the same pin number. So that is basically used for identifying that student while you are depositing your fee, or you are looking for your result or anything. Your pin number is required everywhere, because that pin number is unique for each and every student. In the same manner, roll number is allotted in the class to uniquely identify the students. So in this table, if we want to select such type of field which will contain each value a unique value, for that purpose we will use primary key. So how to set that primary key? Firstly, select that field which you want to set as a primary key. By default, this ID field is primary key. So if you want to change, you can change. How to set the primary key or how to remove the primary key? Simply select that field which you want to set as a primary key, then click on this primary key option. Because already it was set as a primary key, so now if I have pressed this primary key, then that primary key has been removed. Again, if you want to set this field as a primary key, then you have to just select the field and then click on the primary key. Already I have selected that field, so I just press the primary key. So this is the way to set the primary key. And if we have set any field as a primary key, we cannot enter the same value in that field. Like now here, student ID I have set as a primary key. I cannot enter in this field repeated values. Like if for one student I have entered student ID 1001, I cannot use that 1001 for any another student. So now here student ID is a number data type. Data type I have told you. So the next topic is our field properties. These are the field properties. On upper pane, three fields are there: field name, data type, and description. But in field properties, for each and every type of field data type, the field properties are different. Like if I have selected numbers, some different properties are there. Some are same although, but some are different. And if I am selecting text, then the values are different. So now what is the use of these field properties? First one is field size. As I told you, text data type can store up to maximum 255 characters. So here the limit is 255 characters. Now for student name, if I want to set this, I want 25. That means now in the student name I can enter maximum 25 characters. You can enter up to 25 characters maximum. Earlier it was 255, that is the default value, but now I have set this as 25. So this is the field size. Field size is used for setting that property, how much character we want to show or we want to enter in that particular field. The next one is your format. So suppose I am changing the data type here, date and time. So I told you in format, in date and time, we can select the date and time format. So in which format you want to enter the date, that you can select from here, like this format or whatever. So for text, if I am selecting this as a text data type or memo data type, then what can I use for this format property? If I am pressing greater than symbol, sometimes what happen, we are inserting the data in the table. One day one person is entering the data, on another day some different person is entering the data. Now what happens, one person is entering in the small letters, one is entering in the capital letters. If you want to set the same format whether the caps lock is on or off, so for that purpose we can use this format. Now I have put here greater than symbol, that means the values which we will enter in the student name, that will appear in capital letters. For small letters I can use this less than symbol, and that will be used only with this text data type, this greater than and smaller than. So if I am using this greater than symbol, what will happen, whatever I will type in this student name, whether I have pressed the caps lock key or I have not pressed this key, it will appear in capital letters only. The next one is your input mask. So suppose input mask is basically used if I am using, firstly I have to save the table while using input mask. Suppose you are entering phone numbers or Aadhaar number. In Aadhaar number you see after 4 characters one space is there, so instead of space if you want this hyphen symbol. Or suppose you have entered such type of field which you don't want to show the entries, like password field is there and you don't want to show those entries in the password in your table. For that purpose you can use this password. Now what will happen, whatever will be written in that particular field, that will appear in this star form or dots form, whatever. So for that purpose we can use this input mask. I have not used any type of field, so I am not using this, although you can use this. So I am just cancelling it. The next one is your caption. Caption means, like here you have written ST name, but you want to show student name. You don't want to show in the table ST name, you want to show student name. So caption is just used to give the name to that particular field, then the default value. Now suppose I am inserting one more field, city. So suppose almost all the students belongs to the city Hisar. So if I am pressing here, typing here Hisar, now what will happen? This Hisar will appear automatically. Now suppose some students belongs to Hasi or any another city, although we can change, but by default Hisar will get appear in this city field. The next one is your validation rule. Validation rule I am taking for number face. It should be greater than 0 or whatever we want to set. For example, it should be greater than 100. Like face, we cannot enter less than 100 now. If I have inserted here greater than 100. Validation rule means if you want to apply some rule. For example, I have inserted marks field. So marks cannot be greater than 100. So I can put here less than 100. Now I have put here more than 100. Now suppose if that rule is violated, like the person has entered greater than or you can say less than 100 or greater than 100, so what will happen, less than 100 we have put here, greater than 100 we have put here. Now if suppose the person who is entering the data in the table, he has entered 90, so now what will happen, it will show some default message, but you want to show your message, then you can insert here validation text. Required, by default it is no. Yes is used where when you want to insert that field, like student name, all the entries can be blank but student name should be there and student ID should be there. So for that purpose I am making student name required yes. Now what will happen? I cannot leave this student name blank. So the next property is index, that is not in your syllabus. Smart tags, no need to do. All these properties I have told you. In text, allow zero length. If you want to you don't want to enter the value, then you can use this allow zero length. By default it is yes. If you will make it no, then it will not take the blank values. So these properties are there. Now I am inserting the data in the table. So for inserting the data in the table, what I have to do? I have to switch to which view? Data sheet view. While clicking on this, you can insert. Now student ID. Student ID I have put here. Student name. Now see, I have not pressed caps lock key. I have entered in small letters. When I am pressing this tab key, I am going to the next field. It automatically converts it into capital letters. I have put it into small letter, but it is automatically coming in capital letter. Because of which property? Because of that format property. I have put there greater than symbol, and due to that greater than symbol, all the alphabets are coming in capital letters now. Class I am entering here. Dance transportation, yes. I show you one more thing. I'm not entering the value in the transportation. Fee I am entering here, and you see in city Hisar is coming automatically due to that default property. Now I am again moving to the transportation, and here I am selecting it yes no, like transportation is required, yes or no. I have to save this file. Yes. Now you can see in transportation this checkbox is coming. If I am selecting it, that means the value is yes. If it is not selected, that means the value is no. That is your yes and no values. So this yes no takes only two values, either yes or no. So if I am selecting this, that means the value is yes, and if I am not selecting it, that means the value is no. So these are the validation rules I have not told you. Suppose in fee I am entering 30, because I have said what it is saying, one or more values are prohibited by the validation rule. The fee should be greater than 100. Now it is showing its own message. I had to make it 300 at least. So now if you want to show your message, like if fee is greater than 100, so I am writing here the fee should be greater than 100. You can put the symbol also. Now what happened? Again I am going to view, save the changes, yes. Now I am entering next field. Again I have entered in small letters. It will automatically convert it into capital letters. Now what will happen if I am entering here 30? Now it is showing the user defined message that I have entered in that field. So this way we can insert our own message. I have to change it, otherwise it will not let me change the view. So here this is your design view where you can use all these things. Now how to save and how to close the table. We have saved this table automatically. See, while you are changing, you are doing some change in the structure, like you are changing the data type, or you are putting some field properties, then every time you have to save the table. But while inserting the data will be inserted automatically, so no need to save every time while you are entering the data in the table. The data will be saved automatically. Only while changing the structure of the table, then it is must to save the table, otherwise it will not let you go there. So I have inserted the data and we have created the table in both the views, datasheet view as well as design view. And these are the properties. Only limited properties are there, although I have told you more properties. So you just do this field size, format, caption, default value and validation rule. These are only in your syllabus. Required I have told you. If I have taken this yes, now if I am leaving this here, I have to put value. I am not inserting the name. I am just taking the class. Now see what will happen. You must enter a value in the dance class student name field, because we have made this field as a required field. That means we have to enter the value in this field. We cannot leave this field blank. So I have to enter the value. I hope you understood this. And those who are having computer, better send me your video or your pic of this database and your table. Only one student has sent me, so all of you try to do at your home. All the best, Peter. Take care.